You're watching 48 Fastcast.
Good Friday afternoon, everyone. I'm Liz Hurley with this 48 Fastcast, our digital newscast where we bring you the top stories in a matter of minutes. We start off today in the city of Huntsville, where a retired Huntsville police officer and former liaison with the Crime Stoppers program has been indicted and arrested. Huntsville police say following Nate Nicholson's retirement last year, discrepancies were found in the accounting of the Crime Stoppers account. That account is managed by the nonprofit organization. Huntsville police reported those discrepancies to the board of directors before referring the matter on to the state attorney general's office for investigation. Nicholson was arrested late last night and bonded out of jail in less than 30 minutes. 48's Faith Delp will have more on this investigation coming up today in our 4 o'clock newscast. In the city of Hartsville, one person had to be flown to the hospital after they were run over by their own car. Police say that person left the car thinking it was in park. The car was actually in reverse and rolled back on the driver when they got out of the car to check on something. No word yet on that driver's condition.
Well, we've got some wild showers out there. I say wild because everything's just kind of rotating around this upper low. And while we thought everything would be east of I-65, turns out it's right on I-65, but tracking slowly to the south and east around that upper level low. This is all going to fade away around sunset, which coincides with the start of kickoff of high school football, but very heavy rain there on the southwest side of Athens. Rain chances will be highest east, but by 7 o'clock, we're going to see more than likely a third of what we have on the radar currently right now. Comfortable weather moves in for the rest of the night and a beautiful weekend ahead. A little bit of fog in the morning again, 60 for the low, 83 for the high tomorrow, 86 Sunday, more 80s early next week. Still some details to work out on that 10-day forecast. I'll see you coming up.
Thank you, Brad. Madison city leaders want to improve public safety, and they're adding on to a building to do that. The Public Safety Annex will provide training for first responders. Madison Mayor Paul Finley says the space will hold crime scene evidence and allow officers to interview witnesses there. With officers and firefighters currently having to travel to Huntsville or Decatur in order to train, Mayor Finley says the city was due to really build a new space within city limits.
Not only do we want to be fully staffed, we want to be fully trained when we're dealing with our public. So all three of those things together, salary, training area, and then a new fire station, all directly support public safety and keeping our community safe.
Officials say that Public Safety Annex, as well as the new fire station, should be open by the end of 2025. We're just hours away from week 5 of high school football kicking off in the Valley. We'll tell you which schools to keep an eye on when we come back. And we're approaching the halfway mark of the 2025 high school football season. Week 5 just hours away from kickoff across the Valley. This week, WAFF sports anchor Carl Prather, Kaylee Tingelstad will join us from Colbert Heights as the Wildcats battle the Falkville Blue Devils. We'll have highlights of this matchup as well as a dozen others from the area tonight at 10. We'll also hear more on this game from Carl and Kaylee throughout the early newscast beginning today at 4.
Now, your first alert weather with Chief Meteorologist Brad Travis.
Oh, very slow moving showers, occasional lightning, especially with this area near Athens. Notice how the time lapse here, it's not really appearing to go anywhere. So they're stalling out. This is a trend that started late last night. And if you were up late, there were some very heavy downpours, and there's an upper level low just off to our south. So these are kind of going up and around and dropping to the south a bit. So this is going to be a problem, at least for the next couple of hours. I think once we get past sunset, things should fade away. Here's a look at the backside of that thunderstorm from Decatur looking to the north towards Pryor Field and Athens. Out in the Shoals, it's been a quiet day. I don't see much rain in the Shoals at all, but if anything, the forecast is about 20 miles west of where we had it with the showers and storms. Let's start you off with Saturday morning. Patchy fog. Again, we had some of that this morning as well. And as we go through the day, that upper low is going to be southeast of us. So there's a slight chance of a rogue shower here right along the Georgia state line. But overall, I think most of us will escape any rain. The exception being areas northeast of Scottsboro over here to Fort Payne, and maybe down to Weiss Lake. Temperatures elsewhere, even with sunshine, low 80s, a very comfortable day with a north wind, and a beautiful evening out there for your Saturday evening plans. If they're outdoors, enjoy. Don't forget the bug spray, though. 11 o'clock tomorrow night, temperatures in the upper 60s. Wind forecast tomorrow is pretty much like it has been today, out of the north-northeast around 8. And that's it. Tracking the tropics, we're likely going to see development here with this system here. It's likely going to make landfall Tuesday or Wednesday of next week near South Carolina. And then what's left of it's going to drift into Georgia. Could impact our weather late. So we'll have to keep an eye on that for you. Rain chances right now, they drop off. In fact, we don't see any chance of rain until the earliest Wednesday next week. And that all has to do with how soon that tropical system may or may not make landfall. And of course, your 10-day forecast represents that too. Thursday, Friday, a slight chance of rain. Also Wednesday, I'll have to add that on there. But overall, a really nice weekend ahead. Rain today should be gone by about 8 o'clock.
Sounds good. After this week, Brad, I think we got our quota of rain. That'll do it for today's 48 Fastcast. Don't forget to join Carl and Kaylee online later today at 5:30 for this week's tailgate tour from Colbert Heights High School. And of course, join us today at 4, 5, 6, and 10 for all the top stories of the day. I'm Liz Hurley. Thanks for watching. Have a great weekend.